Hello Facebook, another lovely sunny day here in Hove. Today I want to share about feeling good, and I've always been interested in what creates nice feelings and how to live a life where I feel good more of the time than not. So I've often thought, why, like in the past, I would always think, well, if I get that qualification, then I'll be able to get into a better position or a better job. Or when I was single, if I get into a relationship, things will be better. Or if I move from here to another place, things will be better. And all the time I was living in when. When this happens in the future, things will be better. And I see an entire society and culture that has been created in such a way to lead us all to believe that the future will be better, the future will be brighter. But the future never really comes. You know, from what politicians promise. Well, I've been watching that stuff or been aware of it for 40 odd years of my life. No different. The promise is the future will be better. The promise is when we have there was a point where we didn't have phones and now we have phones. Now things improve, but then it almost creates more things. I know people where there's so much choice these days that it almost creates a headache in itself. You know, the whole world now of dating, where there's an endless, you go online, there's endless choice. You go to shops, there's like 10, 15 different varieties of tea, hundreds of biscuits and all that, and it's just, there's this endless, if I get that, things will be better. And what it actually creates in the psyche is that now, often referred to as the present moment, but now is not enough, which creates almost a feeling, I assert, of lack or scarcity. You know, what's going on with the whole thing of the economic crash, rise up, crash again, so everybody now has been programmed that there'll be less lack and scarcity, and you'll have to wait till whenever that comes back out again, months, years, whatever, then it will be better, but it can't be now. But the problem is, there only is now. There only is now. So if I choose or want to feel good, I can only feel good now. Otherwise, I'm assigning some future outcome, result, goal, whether it's personal or in the world, that then is going to give me the feeling of joy, happiness, satisfaction, fulfillment, peace, whatever it might be. I'm giving the power of how I feel to an external party. I'm at the effect of the weather, of politics, of how much I earn, what mood my friends are in. It's all becoming dependent upon the outside. So if I'm feeling now that things aren't enough, when will I suddenly know in the future that they are enough? It can't exist, because if I'm telling myself, oh, it's not enough now, when will things ever be enough? I'm just chasing my tail round and round and round and round. So my point is, I have to choose to feel and connect with how I believe I would feel if I had what I truly wanted, that I believe is going to make me happier at some point in the possible future that rarely ever comes. So really it's about embracing myself and how I choose to feel now, here, as opposed to at some point in the future. Because my assertion is, and for me personally, the only reason I would want something to be different, or to have less of one thing or more of something else, is if I perceive that that is going to give me more satisfaction. Is that true? Yes or no? Otherwise, everything would want to stay the same. But if I perceive something's going to give me more satisfaction, then I'm waiting for a future outcome to give me that satisfaction. But that outcome will then be determined by a point in the future, and I don't get to feel that satisfied now. But I choose consciously every day, and me and my wife do this, how we want our day to be and how I want to feel. Doesn't matter what it's about. For example, I go radio controlled car racing, model car racing. I choose at the beginning of the day or the meeting that I'm going to have fun and really enjoy myself, regardless of the outcome of the races and what position I come in. Otherwise, I'm at the effect of, did I do well, did I not do well, what happened, and then I feel good or bad or crap, whatever. But if I choose, yes, I'll feel stuff, but I choose to have a really good day and enjoy myself. Literally, whatever the weather, as the old term is, whatever the weather. I love the weather as it is. Gorgeous sunny day today. I've got my soft top car, I will enjoy it today. It looks like it may rain for the next week, so I won't get to use the car, but I will create and do other things and not think, oh no, I've got to wait a week or whatever till I can have the roof down and go enjoy the car again. So my whole point is, it's about we can get to choose the feelings we have more or less of, and they're not dependent upon certain outcomes. Because then my power is, I am at the effect of future outcomes. I mean, I remember one of my friends saying, who's into football, that he'll go to the match and depending upon the result will affect him for the next 3 or 4 days. So obviously if his team loses, he'll feel really depressed and upset and crap for a few days. And that's the way it is. And I thought, how terrible is that? Excuse me, Facebook. You know, and I'm not saying don't feel a certain way, but the fact that can have such a massive impact upon someone, you know, and it's just the effect of something outside. So I hope that's just been of a bit of use today in terms of just getting a little bit more insight. And for me, it's all, we do everything because we want to create a good feeling, feel good, feel satisfied, you know, feel satisfied whatever the outcome. So that's my little penny drop for today. Thank you for watching and listening, and please feel free to comment, and it helped me to kind of decide what I might share next. These videos are all now going to be going on to YouTube, so I'll set up a YouTube channel called Feel Good Now. Thanks for listening and watching, and see you soon. Bye.